Hi, I'm Caitlin Markheim, and this is my audience. I bet that the majority of us have heard about the Titanic or have seen the movie about the Titanic, but did it have any actual truth? The Titanic was an unsinkable ship. However, this statement has proven to be false due to the fact that it sunk and based on historical events. The Titanic was a big part in history, and even though the movie had some significance, it is important to know the exact information. I have too watched the movie myself, but I wanted to know more information. So I did plenty of research to educate myself and now you with this speech. I will go through the background of how the Titanic was created, the design of the ship, the consequences of the Titanic sinking, and the exploration of the ship today. The Titanic was second of 3 ships built by the company by the name of White Star Line. It took the company 3 years to complete. To build the Titanic. The project started on March 31st, 1909, in Belfast, Ireland. Jennifer Rosenberg states in her article, 20 Surprising Facts About the Titanic, that the Titanic was 882 feet long, 92 feet wide, 175 feet high, and displaced 66,000 tons of water. Jennifer also states in another one of her articles, sinking of the RMS Titanic, that the Titanic had to burn about 600 tons of coal each day to keep it powered. Now that we have explored some of the background about the creation of the Titanic, let's talk a little bit about the design of the ship. Inside the ship contained luxuries and amenities for the first-class passengers, including Turkish baths, a swimming pool, a squash court, and even a dog kennel. According to the author of The Titanic, the maritime tragedy that sunk the unsinkable, by Roman Parmenter, each class had its own dining rooms, excellent restaurants, as well as smoking rooms, lounges, and libraries. According to the author, the Titanic 100th Anniversary Edition, A Night Remembered, by Stephanie L. Bezerky, third class had to share 2 bathrooms with only 2 bathtubs for more than 700 passengers. She also stated that the White Star Company that built the Titanic suggested cutting down the number of lifeboats from 48 to only 20. They said it would cut down the costs, reducing the amount of clutter aboard the ship. Amy Tinkerton, author of the Titanic ship on Encyclopedia Britannica, stated that although they were presumed to be watertight, the bulkheads were not capped at the top. The ship's builders claimed that 4 of the compartments could be flooded without endangering the ship's buoyancy. The design led to many to claim that the Titanic was unsinkable. Based on the general systematics analysis of the RMS Titanic disaster by Martin H. Levington, author, another contributing factor to the Titanic's foundering was that the ship's builder used low-quality wrought iron rivets, so when the Titanic hit the iceberg, the rivets were easily sheared off. Even though there was a lot of thought put into how the Titanic was made, it couldn't keep the ship from sinking. On the day of April 14th, the Titanic had been given warning of the treacherous icebergs along their path. However, not all messages managed to make it to the top of the chain of command. Jennifer Rosenberg stated in her article, 20 surprising facts about the Titanic that from the time the lookout sounded the alert on the iceberg, the officers were only given 37 seconds before the ship struck the iceberg. There was not enough lifeboats to save everyone on board, and there weren't enough even filled to capacity. Only 705 people were saved, and if filled to capacity, 1,178 people could have been saved. People who didn't make it aboard a lifeboat had to grab something that they thought would float and jumped overboard. Others remained on board and claimed they wanted to die with dignity. The water was freezing, and anyone submerged for more than a couple minutes froze to death. The official number dead on the Titanic was 1,503 of 2,208 on board. There was a lot of devastation from the sinking, but researchers wanted to see for themselves what remains on the ocean floor. They also wanted to see just what exactly happened. It took Dr. Robert Ballard, an American oceanographer, 73 years to discover the wreckage on September 1st, 1985. Amy Tinkerton, who wrote The Titanic Ship on Encyclopedia Britannica, wrote how a camera was used on the expeditions. It found small gashes that led to fracturing along the boat's seams of the hull's plates, which allowed water to fill the ships. Thousands of artifacts have been recovered from the wreckage, including jewelry and pieces from the ship itself. Today we learn the background of how the Titanic was created, the design of the ship, the consequences of the Titanic sinking, and the exploration of the ship today. The Titanic was said to be an unsinkable ship. This statement has proven to be false due to the fact it sank and because of historical evidence and research. Remember when I said there was more information than that of the movie? I hope you now know some additional information about a very important topic in history, the Titanic.